Greetings everybody, this is Light on the Tube and this is where we left off. The Blackout. I'm not going to waste my time here again. I will slip out fast.
This is PH2. Things are starting to look real ugly from up here. Blackout destroyed a couple arc lights we may have injured.
Down on the moving staircase, and after the place it will be only one more room to get across, to leaving the stadium. Pulling the right trigger makes you run. After we blocked the way after us, we got a phone call from a friend who is helping us to work things right. Now he tells us that one of his friends is a used car dealer, so he can get access to all kind of cars. And as a good friend, he let us to access all kind of cars.
Got a real beauty waiting for you in the garage across the street. Take it or leave it, I don't care. Gotta go.
So all we need to do is to get to the other side of the street, where in the garage there will be a beauty. During the walk I wanted to practice the profiler. Needs dialysis, often buys tourists, open a Pacifics, just travel to Republic of South Africa, volunteer in a hospital, surgical intervention researcher. Objective accomplished. So during the way out I was looked for the results of my profiler, when for a moment from the music an anime just got in my head. Do you know which one? That was it. It was about a cowboy, meaning the anime. On the other side of the street we will find a car, which I'm going to spend a lot of time in it, reading descriptions, so I will forward it a bit, but before I do I'm going to speak a little about of the cops, because how you can see they not attack on the first sight. They have a meter which immediately starts to fill as long as they are seeing you. You can guess what happens when it's filled up, but if they lose your sight, it will start to deplete at least twice as fast as how it filled. Now here is the beauty. Honestly, I don't like red cars. Driving. You can drive with the usual settings. The left trigger is not just for only braking. After stopping, it's the reverse. If you spin and you are going backward, then the brake won't be the brake. It will be the throttle, if you wouldn't know. I understand it with the automatic transmissions in these kind of games, but personally I do like more when I'm changing the gears and the brakes always works as a brakes. Now I'm hiding in the car. This is a good invention that you can really hide in the car. Engine lights off and the cops really don't spot you. But they won't leave the crime scene, so I will need to get away from here. I should not wait forever. And now here comes the forwarding, because I was reading descriptions. After hiding you can restart the engine with the throttle, and I have to tell you, in this game the engine sounds got very great to my ears. But right now you won't hear it, because at first time I was trying with outer camera views, and the observer here is further than on the bumper. First time I always trying to be slow and peaceful to get familiar how the controlling works. I'm not meaning the buttons, mostly I'm meaning how the car behaves. In this game from outer view it was really depressing how it looked. I started to look like an arcade racing game, which I don't really like because of the missing reality. But in forward I'm telling you that this game has realistic driving with just a bit change. The scales. The grip will lose at more speed than in real life, so if you are counting this in, you really can have fun with it. I show you how it worked out later, after some training. At the end of this video I will cut in a bit of a car speeding and a bit of a motorcycle speeding in the city. But now I'm trying to lose the cops who are really aggressive and fast in the game. With this car you don't have a chance against them in straights. At first time, because of that, I was steering the camera from right to left, and because it had a delay before turning back to behind the car, I really had issues with the driving. So right here I wasn't really satisfied about the game driving capabilities, but for now I know I was wrong at first sight. And I'm not even complaining about that the car doesn't really damages. You almost have to crush half of the city with it to make it stop. You can use your phone to hack from the car as well. I tried it out on the traffic lights. The hack was working, but the only car in the junction was not really disturbed about it. So hacking the traffic light mostly works well when there are cars in the junction. And now we got back the lost battery level. Every hack with the phone costs 1 level from our battery, which will be able to upgrade it to the 6th level, which will give you 6 shots without a time. A level needs 25 seconds to get recharged, and it can be seen on the bottom left of the screen. That was the slide when it started to be suspicious that the game might have a good driving engine. And I'm still not talking about that the car can only be crashed hardly. The secret for me was that I changed the camera view to the bumpers.
Stop where you are!
I tried the traffic light trick again, and this time the cop was behind enough that it crashed into the traffic crossed the junction. When the cops losing you, then it comes to the cooldown mode, which means there will be cops in the circle source to your latest whereabouts. So at last I was able to slow down to practice and getting familiar with the behavior of the car. And right now I'm going to find a bit of a speedy for you. And for the fun, let's just do it with a motorcycle. For the end, I won't tell you what to do with subscribing, liking, leaving comments. I only thanking you that you watched even the video and leave the decision to you. Thank you for watching.